Hello, my name is Ben Leibovich. I bring this video to you as part of my financial literacy and real estate investment blog, JustAskBenWhy.com, where we teach you how to plan for and to take action to achieve financial freedom. My mission? To help you understand how you can use real estate to achieve your financial goals. It seems reasonable to everybody, I think, that if there is a baseball game going on, that we probably shouldn't show up with a hockey stick if we want to play. They wouldn't let us in. We don't have the right equipment. But even if they did let us in, what kind of chance would we have? You need a baseball bat and a glove. You need the right equipment to play the game that's going on. There are people in this world who spend themselves in trying to change the game, to adapt the game to themselves. I'm very much more pragmatic about this. I look around, I try to understand what the game is, and I think I have a much better chance changing myself, giving myself the tools that I need in order to play the game. And you need to play the game. Why? Because that's the only way you have a chance of winning. If you want to win, you have to get in and play the game. Now, what is the game? Well, I promise you, if you get in your car and you go driving through the downtown of any city, wherever you may be, I promise you that the two largest buildings in town are going to be banks and insurance companies. Banks and insurance companies. Let's understand this a little bit. What is it that makes their business models so prolific and so effective that literally any place you go, the biggest buildings always have the names of insurance companies and or banks on them? Why is it? Well, I'll tell you why. Their business models are based on two things. Making money in the spread. Let me get out of the way. Making money in the spread. That's one. The second one is multiple revenue streams. Well, what does all this mean? Okay. To me, this means if I can understand how they do it, then I can get in the game and try to do it myself. Now, obviously, it would be difficult for me to start an insurance company or to start a bank. But is there a way for me to do on a small scale what these guys do that makes them so successful and so prolific? My answer is yes, there is. Here's the logic. What is making money in the spread? Making money in the spread means you borrow money at 2%, you invest it to generate 12%, you pay out the 2% that you owe for your borrowing costs, and you get to keep 10%. It's not rocket science. I can do this. This is why insurance companies and banks are so prolific. It's difficult to lose money. It's a basic formula, unless you take unreasonable risks. Now, how do the banks borrow money? Well, you know, every time you go to the bank and you open a CD, they promise to pay you whatever, 1 or 2% right now, whatever, in early 2012, whatever it is. That's what they sign up to pay you. Not even that, probably, at this point. But you better believe that when you put your $5,000 or $10,000 into that CD, they're going to take it and they're going to invest it and generate a lot higher rate of returns than what they have to pay you back. Okay? That's how they borrow. They take your money that's on deposit with them, and by law they're required to keep a certain percentage of that money for withdrawals or whatever, and they do, but the vast majority of it they go ahead and invest. Okay? That's the entire business model. What about insurance companies? Well, it's your premiums. You pay premium to insurance company. Insurance company is then able to, again, by law, they have to retain a percentage of it, liquid, so that they can pay out as necessary their claims, but the rest of it they can invest in whatever way they want to. They make money in the spread. It doesn't take very much to borrow at low cost and make money at a higher spread. And that's how, they do it. They've done it for hundreds of years. That's one aspect of it. The second aspect of it is this idea of multiple revenue streams. Okay? What is multiple revenue streams? Well, we talked about this in another video. We talked about multiple revenue streams. The banks don't have one depositor, one CD account. They have numerous and numerous. So if one person decides to pull out their money, they lose that account. Don't you think they have many, 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 many more where that came from? Same with insurance policies. Okay? So, making money in the spread and multiple streams. Now, how can a small investor like me or you use the same principles in the world of investments to generate income? Real estate. You borrow money from the bank at whatever your cost is, as long as you can make sure that the rents coming in are higher than what your costs of ownership are, which mortgage is one of those costs. Of course, you have other costs involved, taxes, upkeep, insurance, all of that. But as long as your income is greater than your expenses, you keep what we call cash flow. This is your spread. This is the same business model. And of course, we talked about multiple revenue streams. You wouldn't have one investment. It's probably more dangerous to own a single-family home than it is to own a 4-unit apartment building. Because in a single family, you have one rent coming in every month. And if it's not there, if it's vacant, then you lose money. In a 4-unit apartment building, you have 4 rents coming in. So your risk is diversified. And if you have 10 of those 4-unit apartment buildings, well, you're just doing that much better. So my answer to following these big guys' lead is real estate. Real estate is where I'm able to leverage whatever little money I have with the bank's money, but because I'm able to make money in the spread, that's okay. That leverage is what enables me to do it. Okay? Guys, my name is Ben Leibovich. This video is brought to you as part of my financial literacy and real estate investment blog, JustAskBenWhy.com. You can follow me on my website, www.JustAskBenWhy.com. You can also link up with me on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook at /JustAskBen. I thank you for listening. I hope this was educational. I will speak to you later. Thank you. Goodbye.